welcome back. Today I'm going to show you how to create a simple but stylish logo completely for free, and it'll only take you around about 5 minutes. So I'm Sarah and I help empower creatives and entrepreneurs with the tools that they need to create a successful business. If this sounds like your thing, then please subscribe to my channel and like this video and drop me a comment, let me know what you think. So creating a logo is often one of the things that a lot of businesses overlook when they're first starting out. And when it does come time that they need a logo doing, it can be quite an expense for a new business to hire a graphic designer or an illustrator. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to do that completely for free. It'll only take you around about 5 minutes, maybe a little bit more, and it'll be completely your copyright. So you can trademark this if you want, and this is completely for free using Canva. So let's get on with it.
Now, just a quick word before I go on to show you how to do the logo. If you are doing a logo in Canva, you need to be aware that you can't trademark or have any sort of copyright of your logo if you're using the Canva elements, any of the Canva elements, whether the free, pro, because it won't be unique, so you won't be able to trademark your logo. So what I'm going to do in this tutorial is I'm going to go through how to do a logo without using the Canva element. So we're just going to use some of the basic free fonts and the basic shapes, which you are allowed to use in your design to be able to then hold the copyright to your logo. So here we go. So we're going to come up to create a design. I'm going to come down here to logo. Again, this is just for the sake of the demonstration. But if you were going to do a logo and you needed to blow it up big, you would need obviously a larger file size, a larger canvas size, a larger file size. So I'm just going to do it this basic sort of 500 by 500 pixel, just for the sake of the demonstration. So how to do a logo using Canva basic shapes and fonts. So I have done, before the recording, I did some sort of ideas here just to get me started. So I will finish this off and then I will link the file down below so you can grab this for free just to get you started. So it's a bit of a free template there for you as well. So I'm going to do this logo here today, just again using the free Canva elements. So what we're going to do to get started is we're going to come across to elements, and we need a circle. So you can use any of the Canva shapes, any basic shapes within Canva, that aren't distinguishable. You can use them to sort of put together a logo. So I'm just going to grab a circle. I'm just going to zoom in. So I think what I did for my logo, I just copy and pasted that and just sort of started to layer a couple of layers of the same shape on top of each other just to create, I don't want it too tidy. So once I've got the circle, I'm going to group that together. Now all I do is drag it and then you can group it together. And I'm going to come down to text and we're going to find some nice simple free fonts that we can use. So that add a heading, add some text here. I'm going to try to keep this within 5 minutes because I did say you could do this within around 5 minutes. So free fonts, let's have a look. I will go to handwriting. We have nice script font here. We'll use this one. Can't remember what I did. Sophie Jones, right. So I'm going to make this just slightly bigger. Now, obviously, as you can see here, the shape, it doesn't look very nice with the text going over the circles. So I'm going to come to Effects and Outline. So it gives it a nice white outline. I'm going to make that thick. So I'm just going to make this circle a bit smaller. So now you can see that it fits nicely over the circle. So and next we're going to add a little tagline. So we need some more text. So come back to text here and just add a heading. That's all I do to add more text. Just move that down. So I'm just going to, now this is obviously a fictional business. So I'm just going to do arts and crafts. I think that's what I did before. Just make this smaller. Now with this one, I'm going to match. Now when you're doing sort of matching fonts, it's always important to remember to not match fonts that are too similar, so in a similar sort of category. So I wouldn't pair a sort of scripted cursive decorative font with another similar font, because it would just be too much discord. It'd be too in your face. It needs to be, it needs to balance it out. So I would tend to either, if you're using a script font or a decorative font, some sort of display font, I would tend to pair it with a simple serif or sans serif font. This one here is a serif font. So the difference being a serif font has sort of the decorative embellishments at the end of the strokes, and a sans serif is without those. It's sans without those. It's just simple lines. So I'm going to come here and I'm going to choose a serif font. For something like Times, Garamond would be your serif font. Sans serif would be something like Helvetica, Montserrat. So hang on, let me just see. Right, I can't remember which one I did use, but I'm gonna, I think if I, it wasn't that. What am I doing? So yeah, if I come down, and that was it. That was the font I used. Simple, nice, simple serif font. So I'm going to make this a little bit bigger, and I'm going to capitalize it at the top here, uppercase. Actually, I'm going to make that smaller now, and I'm going to just give it a little bit of space in, and I'm going to make it bold. Now, as you can see, that now looks totally out of alignment. So I'm going to move this down slightly, just away from that P, so it's not sort of touching it too much. If this was smaller, I would move it up, but I don't like the way it sort of interacts with the font above it. I'm just going to move the whole thing up just so by eye it looks centered. And then we're going to add some little embellishments. Now this is really simple. I did this in the example ones I showed you earlier, just using some basic circles. So I literally went to elements, grabbed a circle, that's in white so you can't see it, and made it black, and I literally just made it smaller, and I copied and pasted it, changed the size, and just spread them around the circles that I made. I'm just for the sake of the demonstration, I'm going to copy and paste some that I did earlier. So you can sort of get an idea. I always forget to group. So then when it comes to actually doing it and I let go and I have to go back on myself, right? So literally all I've done is copied and pasted it, and then just, rotated it so it fits at the top. So you would only have to do this for the bottom. So that's an example of a really, I'm actually going to make that smaller, I don't like it. Yeah, that's better. So that's an example of a really basic really basic shapes to create a logo that looks stylish but simple, and you can use that. You can hold the copyright or trademark it with your business, because there's no distinguishable elements that you've used from Canva. Now, as you can see, I've done this in black and white. you would need to add, if you wanted to add colour, you could add your branding colours. The next video I'm going to do a video on branding colours, how to choose colours for your brand, and how to create a brand board using your colours, fonts and logos. So that'll be in the next video, which I will link down below when I've done it. And I'll also finish this off here and create a link to that as well, so you can have that as a freebie for some ideas to get started. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have any comments, please drop them down below in the comments section. Don't forget to subscribe and like this video, and hit the notifications so that you will be notified for the next video on branding colours, and I will see you in another video. Thank you.